The recent plot of the Malaysian stock market is too exciting. As soon as the war in the Middle East broke out, our stock market immediately changed its face, and the rise and fall of the sector was like a roller coaster. Let's take a look at what happened. First, look at the market. On June 18th, the FTSE Malaysia Composite Index closed at 1512 points. It seems to have risen a little, but it fell directly by 2.84% last month, and it was 5.49% less than last year. Foreign capital has been running away crazily since March, and has been net sold for 19 consecutive days. The ringgit has also been suffocated by the US dollar, and the pressure of depreciation is getting greater and greater. Energy stocks have become a typical example of ice and fire. When oil prices rise, the national oil company takes the lead. On June 13th, the energy sector rose by 2%, and foreign capital poured in crazily. But when oil prices fell, energy stocks fell by 1.6% on the 17th. Remember, although we produce oil, we still have to import refined oil. If oil prices rise too sharply, manufacturing costs will also rise. This is not a good thing in the long run. Technology stocks are the hardest hit. Penang is an important chip packaging and testing base in the world. As a result, the conflict in the Middle East may disrupt the semiconductor supply chain. On June 13th, the technology stock index plummeted by 2.3%. It rebounded a little on the 17th, but fell back on the 18th. Friends who hold technology stocks should be careful. However, there are also stable as a mountain plantation stocks. Palm oil exports surged by 14.3% in early June. The plantation stock sector rose against the trend and became a safe haven for risk-averse funds. It has been performing well recently. Friends who want to hedge can focus on it. Consumer stocks are also polarized. Retail stocks that rely on domestic demand can still hold up. But for companies like Burmaz Automobile, the market value directly fell below RM1 billion because of a 11.3% drop in performance. Finally, a reminder to everyone, if the conflict in the Middle East continues to escalate, some analysts say that the FTSE index may fall to 1,300 points. Our cooperation with China under the RCEP framework is still in full swing, but the overall environment is not good and the risks are still great. I suggest that you pay more attention to stocks in the energy, planting, technology and export manufacturing sectors, and don't touch them if you can. Adjust the stocks in your hands as soon as possible, and don't regret it until you lose a lot.